Now, like you mentioned, Cena in particular is getting heat online for what he said to Howard Stern. I've got the quote. It's a little lengthy, but I think just to avoid being taken out of context, I'm going to read it.
Sure.
He said, "I'm a big advocate of love and friendship and honesty and communication, but in the same breath, I'm also a big advocate of accountability. I think you explained it well. If someone's behavior lies so far outside your value system that the balance shifts, like I can't operate in a world where this works, that's the end result of being accountable. Right now, what I'm going to do is love the person I love, be their friend. And by that, it means, hey, I love you. You got a hill to climb. There is the saying of you don't know who your friends are until the shit hits the fan or your back is against the wall. That doesn't make any easier to swallow, but just telling somebody, I love you, man, this is going to be a hill to climb. We're going to see what happens. And that's that. People on Twitter wanted me to comment on this, wanted you to comment on this. The first thing I'll say is if it was me, because this is a difficult situation for John Cena, obviously. If I was in his shoes, back against the wall or hill to climb is not what I would say.
Absolutely not. Yeah, especially considering so much of this was telegraphed by him, and like people are dissecting every scripted thing that Vince McMahon has ever said to apply it to this.
Sure.
And saying, maybe this was their wink and a nod type of thing to these horrible things. It's just, yeah, I'll let you continue.
Yeah, I mean, given how serious these allegations are, because they're very serious. Like I said, if proven in court, they're criminal. So back against the wall, I would not have said. But I'm not going to praise John Cena, but I'm not going to shit on him either, because I understand his unique position that he's in. There's an old saying that goes, before you judge a man, walk a mile in his shoes. And I'm sure as hell not talking about Mr. Man's shoes. I'm talking about John Cena's shoes. And Cena is a guy who owes his livelihood to Vince McMahon. He's a guy, his career, his celebrity status, his wealth, all the opportunities he's getting in acting now. None of that probably wouldn't have happened without Vince. And like I said, these allegations against Vince McMahon, they are deplorable and they are criminal. And if they are proven in court, he deserves everything that he has coming to him. But I think it's easier for someone without a decades-long personal connection to Vince, as Cena has, to see Vince McMahon for what he is and to see him for what he's alleged to have done. So I understand John Cena in his position saying what he said, especially at this stage where Vince hasn't had his day in court yet. But you know what, Sean? I will be very curious if John Cena goes on the Howard Stern show, if Vince McMahon is found guilty, particularly if he's found guilty in a criminal case, then I'll be very interested in what John Cena has to say about the situation. And that's about all I got to say about it.